Hey guys, Hectic here. In today's video, I'll be showing you the best Prismatic Titan build. This Titan build is going to give you almost infinite survivability, and it makes endgame content a literal piece of cake. I would highly suggest you to try this build out, and if you have a friend that's new to Destiny, this build gets very easy to set up. It is the most simple thing to set up. It just requires a few exotic aspects and fragments that can be acquired just from running the campaign. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way out and helps me out a lot. Also, don't forget to enter the funnel shape giveaway by liking, subbing, and commenting your favorite exotic or hashtag enter and how you're enjoying the Lightfall, well, funnel shape campaign now from 1 to 10. Anyways, yeah, let's get into it. For your Titan subclass, you're going to be running the Electrified Snare with Transcendence. Now, for the super, this is preference. I suggest Blade Fury for the DPS and ag clear and suspension. You could use Behemoth Hammers or Twilight Arsenal or T-Crash for DPS, but I'd say Blade Fury is the best. For your abilities, Thruster. Why would I run Thruster over Barricade? Well, look at the cooldowns here. We got 36 seconds, 38, and 1 minute and 10 seconds. Why in the world would you not run Thruster? Because we're going to have that ability way faster, and we also use mobility as a dump stat. Well, resilience is what gives us our Thruster back, but where you want to run 10 resilience, you're going to have your Thruster almost 24/7, and this is going to give us our melee back 24/7, and the Frenzy Blade is going to sever enemies and give us knockout, and it's going to proc knockout and the concentration aspect. This is going to be very good. So, Frenzy Blade and then Thermite Grenade. I would highly advise you to use Thermite Grenade over Pulse Grenade because Thermite does more damage and it synergizes with our concentration aspect right here. This is really fun to use. For your fragments, Face It of Courage. Your Arc and Solar and Void abilities deal increased damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. This will pair with Frenzy Blade. Face It of Balance. Rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee energy. That will be our auto rifle. Rapidly defeating them with darkness damage grants grenade energy. So when we're getting Frenzy Blade kills, we're going to get our grenade back. Now when we use our grenade, thruster, or thermite, it's going to give us knockout, which is going to give us our melee back. Then we can use Face It of Hope. While you have an elemental buff, your class abilities regenerate more quickly, which is going to be off our melee. Then Face It of Dawn. Powered melee hits against targets make you radiant. Powered melee final blows make you and nearby allies radiant. We're going to have knockout up 24/7, so we're going to be radiant 24/7. Then Face It of Purpose. Picking up an orb of power grants either amplified restoration, frost armor, woven mail, or an overshield based on the damage type of your equipped super, which in this case is Strand. So we're going to be using a Strand weapon, in this case the Call. Then we're using the Summoner with Thunderlord. Obviously, weapons don't matter, just have a Strand gun or Solar, just make sure you have the correct Siphon mod on. In this case, we're using Solar or Strand Siphon to get the orbs every time we get a rocket kill with our sidearm. Then we're using a Heavy Ammo Finder. On your arms, triple melee kickstart with Synthoceps. I would suggest either Synthoceps or Polygonal Mantles for the damage melee buff you're going to get with Frenzy Blade, but biotech enhancements are so much better than Frenzy Blade synergization here. Now for your chestplate concussive dampener, solar reserves, better already, invigoration and invigoration, and then bomber, and bomber. This was going to give us a really clean health regeneration when we proc knockout. For stat distribution, 10 discipline, 10 strength, 10 resilience, ideally. Resilience is going to give us our abilities back faster, discipline's going to keep our grenade, and then strength is going to give us our melee charged back. I'll show you guys some gameplay of me using this build in endgame content. I'll see you in the next one. Check out this gameplay though. So this right here was some live gameplay of me doing the legend campaign for the funnel shape. This was the build I ran throughout the funnel shape after unlocking Prismatic. Despite it being kind of like a day one build, I still think this build is top tier and a lot of people should use it as it is very underrated. Ideally, the way this build synergizes with most other builds is just based off ability spamming. It's almost like the old Heart of Immos Light build, but a little bit worse, but we do a lot more ability damage than before pre-nerf Heart of Immos Light. So this right here is the reason why I use Thermite Grenade. As you can see, it's just so much more damage compared to any other thing. We almost have Knockout and Amplified and Radiant procced all at once, which is like an old-time thing that we've never seen before. It makes the build uptime on this thing just a lot more fun. And you have a lot of melee range too, so like you'll just never need to worry about not having enough melee range due to knockout. Look at that health chunk we got back there too. As you can see, we got literally almost our entire health back. We have an armor charge and we have amplified, which amplified makes you jump higher. It doesn't actually make you run faster, I believe, but yeah. I could be wrong about the running faster part, but I know it does make you jump further and higher up. As you can see too right here, I get all my abilities back when I rally, of course, because that's just how the game works. But we throw my thermite grenade, then we have our thruster ability, we hit that, now we proc our super. We have knockout, radiant, and amplified procced, which I'm not quite sure as to why it works like this, but it's weird because knockout seems to work with this aspect. I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to work or not. Yeah, this build like makes day one content very, very, very easy and just ideally honestly fun to run. I've never had more fun with the build. You're always gonna have threadling balls that you can just throw at people and tangles. We have woven mail procs for our melee kills. Raw melee kills are better than like just getting kills with woven mail, I won't lie. But when we proc the blade furry super, we just get knockout proc. We can suspend targets. Look at the damage we're doing here. Proc with bionic, and then we have knockout. You get a crazy lunge, and it just makes this build so much fun to use. You're going to have tangles up 24/7 as well. As you can see, we get our health back here. Not much, but we do. But yeah, that's all we have for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This gameplay was me just running through this because there's a lot of ads, you know, just wiping and resetting. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, sub to the channel. Stay safe. Guardians, I would like to recommend you a fantastic service. Diving.net, you can find teams to complete different activities like raids, dungeons, Trials of Osiris, exotic farming, and many more endgame activities. The best part about the service is it does not require you to share your account information whatsoever. You don't need to give your login or password to order a service that you like. All you have to do is select the self-play option. To do this, select something you like. In this case, I'll do Crow Design. You're going to choose your clear option. I'll be doing the full clear, so click full clear. Then select the self-play option. As you can see right now, we have $25. To get a discount, make sure you type in code HECTIC for a 15% discount here. As we can see right now, our total is $25.05. If we apply this coupon, we get $24, so you save a dollar. I would highly advise doing this. From here, you're going to choose a payment method. There's Visa, PayPal, and a few other payment options. In this case, we'll be using Visa. From here, agree to the terms and services, and then proceed to checkout. I would highly recommend Niming.net, especially because the funnel shaper is releasing and there's many awesome services that can be done. That's all for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one.